Hello, welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and a reaction video to a video I posted a few days ago. And it was about a friend of mine, customer as well, who I saw descending at a slower speed. And I just reached out to him and said, hey, what's up? Anyway, what I wish to talk to you about today is, I took notes because I had asked for a discussion in the comments, and I wish to thank all of you who responded because I get to hear, well, I was able to hear back from experienced descenders, novice, new riders, and so on and so forth. And so this was important because there are a lot of times when I think of topics for the channel, I always wonder, well, God, doesn't everyone already know that? And so I forget what I didn't know when I was first starting out or intermediate or even now. There are things I'm still learning as well. So it's one of those situations where I don't want to make videos that are so dumbed down, but I also, I want to appeal to a large swath of riders, novice, intermediate, and expert level. So what I wish to do in this video is just go through the points. And in a follow-up video, possibly address 4 to 5 at a time. If I missed your comment, please hit me up again. I apologize that I missed your comment, but thank goodness there was a very good response rate, and I apologize if I missed your comment. Okay, so let's just list them, and then in a future video, as I mentioned, I will go through them. And I need my readers. So here they are. And there's 25 of them. All right. Number 1, crosswinds. 2, speed wobble. 3, vehicle crossing over center line. A front blowout. A close pass by another vehicle. Choosing a line. Braking before the turn. So what are the steps delineated? Number 8, evaluate the terrain on the way up. This is already a response, not a comment, sorry. Feeling the flow. Number 10, cutting the line. Rider or faster, safer, steeper. I'll flesh that out at another time. Number 11, the reverse of climbing, steeper on the inside. Again, this is more of a response than a comment. Spoke braking at high speed. 13, time off the bike. These are fears. These are, if you're just coming into the video, these are things that trigger your fears. So time off the bike. Someone suggested I should have a drone and I thought, well, a car with a nice racy tight suspension or a motorbike would probably follow me a lot better. Number 15, fear of losing traction on the front wheel. Number 16, riding with better riders. This was a comment as to how they became better. Number 17, knowing the road and what's up ahead. So that was, a comment as to what helps them descend better is knowing what's up ahead on the road. Number 18, what is the correct line? And sub to that was how to correct the line if they've chosen the wrong line. Number 19, this is a fear, being self-employed, being the breadwinner of the family. Number 20, but pros crash too. Yeah, they do. 21, keeping the bike in tip-top shape. This is, again, a comment, not a trigger. Number 22, this was Steve, and Steve had a very well thought out response, and he and I are both 57, so that clicked with me. So Steve, 57, risky, scary, adrenaline, and, you know, and then, you know, my quick response is some people skydive, and that scares the bejesus out of me, but, you know, I guess on my 60th, I may have to try it. Comment of air braking, and I thought that was awesome, so we'll talk about that another time as well. 24, someone said they didn't like long descents, and again, I'll address that at another time. And we're up to 25. The comment was that my translation of it is, it's actually safer to go a little bit faster than to go slow. If you can imagine that analogy I gave in the previous video about juggling, it's hard to juggle. It's hard to show someone how to juggle, or it's even hard to juggle, I mean, impossible to juggle at slow speed. You cannot juggle 4 balls if you're doing it too slow, right? But I will address that further in another comment. And then, you know, for some reason, some folks were triggered by the fact that I was encouraging this other rider, which I wasn't, to ride faster or to push their limits. No, that was never the point of the video. You completely missed the point of the video. I at no point want anyone ever to ride outside of their safety limit, to ride outside of their, there's an internal thing in your head that wants to protect you. Listen to that voice, because that's what I'm asking you to do. But all I wanted to say is that there are techniques, there are principles, and there are ways to descend that if you follow those principles, it is safe. And even though you think, oh my God, that's too fast, if you follow the correct principles, you may be riding faster than you used to ride and yet feel way more confident and way safer if you follow correct principles. That's all. In no way does this channel ever want anyone to take any undue risk and go outside of their comfort level, whether that be their internal self-preservation instinct or their equipment level or road hazards or any of those things. And by the way, we all have to come to terms with the fact that road cycling is inherently dangerous. Even if you're doing everything correct, there is still the possibility that a vehicle may run a stop sign or a stoplight, miscommunication on a traffic circle if you're in different parts of the world. These things can happen. Road cycling is inherently dangerous. And we cannot kid ourselves that when we get on, and I forgot who made this analogy once, but he said something to the effect of, you would never, I'm paraphrasing because it was many, many years ago, you would never jump out of a moving car in your pajamas. And yet this is what we do every day when we get on our bikes and we're going over 20, 30, 40, 50 miles per hour in super thin Lycra and a helmet. And that's what we call our safety equipment. And then we we are exposed to dangers. So let's not kid ourselves. Road cycling, or mountain biking as well, but road cycling is what this channel is predominantly about. It's not a safe sport. We all have to come to terms with that. And I at no point want anyone to take any undue risk. And please make sure that that sinks in as you watch my videos and as we move forward with more discussion on these 25 points. I'm not going to cover all 25, but it is important that you that made those comments get your time, get your audience with me and the rest of the folks watching this channel. So I wish to thank all of you who responded. The data for the analytics still shows so many of you are not subscribed. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that notification bell, because as I put out more videos in this series, I wish to encompass more and more of you. You get the notification, you make comments of your own personal experiences, and we can continue the discussion on how to improve your descending skills. Okay, that's all for today. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you up the road.